fourth quarter game kind of got away from the game. What did you kind of see there?
Yeah, I love that we got to, start the fourth quarter up 7. Great effort, put ourselves in a great position. Now we got to close, and LeBron and Luka have been here before, and they got off to a great start in that fourth. We tried to ride Murph he had the hot hand going. We tried to stick with him, see if we could get some momentum to start the fourth. LeBron got going with a couple threes and a couple big plays. So, but our guys battled, gave great effort. We had some good looks there in fourth quarter. Defensive pick up, physicality picks up. Some calls didn't go our way. The stuff that we thought went our way did not. And we just got to keep learning in these moments.
What did you think about Herb first?
Yeah, he was great. I mean, just love having him on the floor. It changes our entire program when he's out there on the floor. There's a confidence, belief. Guys trust him. He makes big plays. So he was phenomenal.
Not trying to get you in trouble, but do you feel like the challenges kind of interrupted the flow of your offense, maybe just being able to pick up a rhythm offensively?
Yeah, I think there were a number of challenges that, they're very disruptive. They can be disruptive, especially in such a short period. It slowed the game down. For us, especially in fourth quarters, we got to keep momentum. We got to keep our pace. When we slow down in the fourth quarters, defenses get their hands on us. They're more physical, especially with a guy like Murph. They're going to try to take him away in those moments. They were doubling and tilting the floor with Z. They made it tough on him as well. So, I think, overall we got to play with more pace, and it can be disruptive at times.
What do you make of the job that Eve was able to do off the bench? Just you guys had him blitzing, trapping, running all over the court.
He's phenomenal. I mean, he's unbelievable. He's one of those, rare bigs that can blitz and still get back to his own guy at times and make plays at the rim. And he really helped turn that game with his defense and activity, especially early. It really set the tone for us. We were able to stay in that game and build a lead there at halftime, build a lead into the fourth quarter, and he was a big part of that. So I love the way he's playing, his spirit, his energy right now.
And what did you see from the defense tonight? Because previous 7 games, I think it was a lot more shoddy than you probably would have liked to see. But tonight, especially that second quarter, looked like there were some really good things.
There was some good stuff there defensively. I think our guys were battling. They followed the game plan to a T. Weren't perfect, but I think in general they did their job tonight. Great effort, execution on both ends. They're a tough team, especially in the fourth. They've been there before, but I think we battled defensively, made it tough on them. They had to make some tough shots. We got the ball out of certain guys' hands that made other guys make plays, battled in the post. The board, I thought we were pretty good on the board. A couple of boards at the end cost us, but I think in general we were pretty good on the board as well. So good effort tonight.
Of course, it's Herb's first game back after missing 7 tomorrow, another game, so it's a back-to-back. Any idea whether he'll play? Because it also looked like he may have tweaked his ankle out there tonight.
Yeah, I don't have that update. I don't have that report. So we'll see how he does tonight on the flight and make sure we make the right call tomorrow. Good.
Are you happy with the overall shot quality that you were generating? It looked like, especially the fourth leg.
Yeah, we got some good looks. I thought we had some good looks. I mean, we'll go back and watch the film. Even in the first quarter, I thought we generated a lot of good looks. I'll take those shots. We just couldn't. There was a couple threes that you just need to go down in the fourth, and I think they were open ones. I'll go back and watch, on the flight. But I think in general, the ball was moving. We found some good looks. We just weren't able to knock them down. In a game like that, those are momentum plays where you just got to either keep the lead or stay within striking distance. But I think in general, the shot quality is pretty good.
What do you think about the shot that Luka made right there in front of the bench?
Tough shot, tough shot. I think we had the ball in our hands. I think it slipped out of our hands, it fell in his lap, and he made an incredible shot. So, our guys battled though. Thanks, everybody. Thanks.